save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and this is great. This is fabulous. You have no idea how good I feel right now, right this second, right this moment. I got something in the mail today. And it's not. Listen, it wasn't media. It wasn't media, and it was enough to make me excited. Now, I have a bucket list. I have a bucket list of artists, music artists that I need to see before I drop dead. Yes, before I drop dead, I got some artists that I need to see. And I will tell you that there's some artists that I need to see that I've kind of feared going to see. Due to the fact that I could die going to see them, but I'm not so sure. You know, maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. But you know what? Before, when I was younger, I didn't want to take that chance. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, you know what? What the hell do I got to lose right now? What do I got to lose right now? So my wife, I tell my wife the other day, I didn't even ask her. I didn't even ask her. Okay, I go up to her, I go, listen, I just got 2 tickets for Halloween night. Halloween night. We're going to Boston. We're going to Boston Halloween night. And she's like, we're going to Boston Halloween. Why? Why are we going to Boston? I said, listen, we're going to see the King. She's like, the King? What is this King? What the King? I'm like, we're going to see the King. She's like, but Elvis is dead. I'm not gonna go see the King. I'm only kidding. She didn't say that. But in my head, that's what I was thinking. When I said we're gonna go see the King, right through my head, I was like, Elvis, you know. And when I tell her I'm gonna go see the King, she's gonna think Elvis. But I'm like, we can't go see Elvis because Elvis is not here. Okay. So, but we are going to see the King, and I got her and me 2 tickets to go see the King, on Halloween, and I gotta tell you. And when I say the King, I mean this King. King Diamond. Yes. King Diamond has been part of my life since 1990. 1990 is when I discovered the King. Merciful Fate, King Diamond. I discovered him. I had a friend named Dave who used to burn black candles, and I believe he worshipped the devil, and he was trying to make some kind of pact with the devil or something. He was a strange dude. Okay, he had some father issues and some issues going on in his life. He was a good guy. I got along really good with him. He never had no money though. Okay, he was one of these guys. One of these guys was he's your best friend. He's your best friend, but he didn't have a job. So every time we go to the beach or we go do something, we had to go someplace, whatever. He'd be that friend that's looking at me like, you know, I really would like to go to the movies with you, but I got no money. You know, he's one of those guys. Okay, so I was like, but he was still my best friend. So I'm like, okay, I'll front the money. I'll give you the money. We'll go to. Listen, you're my friend. Let's go to the movies together. We got to go to the beach. Everybody's chipping into the car load. Got to get to the beach. I got no money. Okay, listen, don't worry about it. We got you. And then we get to the beach. It's like, hey, we're gonna go up there and get a hot dog. I got no money. We'll go get you a hot dog. You know. But then after a while, I was like, you know, I'm working. All these other guys in the car working, but you're not working. Yeah, but he got me turned on to the King. He was like, you ever hear the King before? And I'm like, King Diamond, Merciful Fate. You gotta listen to King Diamond, Merciful Fate. Now, first album he gave me that got me turned on. Now, I grabbed this one only because this actually shows the King's face. I wanted you to see who the King is. If you don't know who King Diamond is, look him up. Okay, he is a metal god. Okay, he has a voice. Not only does he have a voice, he has multiple voices. It's so cool because he has like this like multiple personality type show and rock show, and in his voices he does like this operatic voice, and he goes down to this deeper voice. Then he does like imitations of like old ladies, and like he's just amazing. If you know who King Diamond is, just comment below. I know who the King is. I know the King. I know King Diamond. He's the man. But he's never come around this area. He's never come around any of my areas or where I live and everything. Now I can travel no problem to the Boston area. I mean, it takes me maybe 2-3 hours, and then sometimes we have to take a train. My wife's a little confused about where this location is and how we're gonna get there, whatever. But I'm going to see the King, okay? And I told her, I said, we're going to see the King. I got 2 tickets, and then she goes, well, where are we sitting? Where we? I said, we're not sitting. This is general admission. If we get there early enough, we could be right in front of the King. And she's like, well, I don't know if I want to be right in front of the king, because if we go right in front of the king, you know, we can get killed, we can get crushed, we can get, but something could happen, you know, the mosh, they have those mosh pits. Is there a mosh pit there? I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care. If there's a mosh pit, I want to be part of the mosh pit. I want to float around on top. I want people to grab my ass as I'm flying about, and I want to see the king, okay? I want him. I be king. I am in control of you now. I be king. That kind of thing. Listen, I am looking forward to it. I have been listening to him since 1990. I own every single thing that King Diamond has ever released on CD and on Blu-ray and on DVD. And I just, if you are a horror fan, okay, not you don't necessarily have to be like into the devil, and listen, even though he is what I doing my little documentary search there, during the 90s, he was the only metal artist that actually came out and literally said, listen, I do believe in the devil, and I worship the devil. And I guess he would read the devil's dictionary, devil's Bible or whatever, and he was very straightforward with that. We had like bands like Motley Crue that had like the pentagram on fire, and they would be having inverted crosses here. And now this was one of the guys that was for real. He was a for real guy. Okay, he was like, yeah, you know, this is what I'm into, and that's just the way it is. He's changed his ways since then. He still puts on a show where it's a little demonic, okay? But I put him up there with Alice Cooper and Kiss and stuff like that. You know, he puts on a show. And I have always wanted to see the show. You know, I've always wanted to be at the show. I always wanted to see the show. And finally, I'm giving thanks right now because I'm going to see the king. And I told the wife, I said, I don't care if we're in the front. I said, for your safety purposes, you know, we can stay further in the back. That's fine, as long as I'm present, because general admission means you're going to be on the floor and you're going to be in the crowd with everybody. Now, there's going to be people on the side of me in makeup. There's going to be people on the side of me throwing. Last time I went to a general admission concert, there was a guy that was urinating on my leg. Okay, I'm not even joking with you. There was a guy took a leak on my leg. And another guy jumped off a speaker. He thought he was gonna do like the stage diving. He jumped off we went to go see it. It was an Alice in Chains cover band. And he jumped off of the stage, and he landed on his head, and he bleeding all over the place. However, that was the last exciting thing that I had with a general admission ticket. But I'm like, you know what? I think we could do it. She's like, I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm like, I really don't care. Listen, I'm getting older, and so is the king. And just recently, not too long ago, the king had something going on with him. I think it was something with his throat, where he had like I don't want to say throat cancer, but he had something going on with his throat where I never thought the king was going to sing again. And I was like, this sucks, because I'm never going to get to see him perform and do those songs and do the concert and I'm never going to get to see it. And then this concert came up, and I'm like, wow, this is the first time in years and years and years, because he's from Denmark. He's from Denmark. He usually performs not in this country. He's like, you know, and I don't fly, and I'm not going to go over the seas to go see him, but he's coming around here. And I was like, he's coming around the area. You know, I could take a train and get to him, and it's not going to be a big problem. I can do it. We can do it together. We got this, okay? And she's like, well, let me check the Google search, and we'll find out how long it's going to take. She goes, oh, it's like an hour and a half on the train, and then like 2 hours on. I'm like, she goes, so you're gonna have to. It's gonna be like 3 hours. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, we're gonna be there. We're gonna see the king. Okay, we got 2 tickets to see the king. Okay, that's it. Period. Go see the king. So yeah, this is a little bit of a excitement video, a little breaking news. I'm a little excited that I'm gonna go see King Diamond, the lead singer of Merciful Fate, and I'm not gonna say one of my idols. I don't really idolize him for what his beliefs are, but I do love his music. And if you are into horror movies, that's what he does. He does horror music. Every single one of his albums tells a story, and it's a horror story. So let's say you don't want to watch a movie one night, and because I'm a movie guy. If you're watching this channel, you're probably movie people, but you don't want to watch a movie, but you want to hear a good horror story through music. He's a metal guy that sings in a metal voice, so but he's not one of these metal guys where you can't understand what he's saying. And also, when I was back in the 90s, when my eyes were a little bit better and everything like that, and even cassette tapes, I could read cassette tapes. Right now, I can barely read the CD titles or whatever, but I would read all the lyrics along with his vocals. So I was like, wow, Conspiracy is actually part two of them. Them is a story about his grandmother coming out of a psychiatric ward, and there's like ghosts in the house and everything. Listen, there's stories through music. So if you don't know who King Diamond is, check him out. Check him out. I promise you, you will not. Well, I should make that promise that you will not be because it is not everybody's cup of tea. It is. Let me make that clear. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, if you don't like metal music, if you're into rap or you're into classic rock or whatever, you're probably gonna be a little bit turned off. You're gonna be like, well, I don't understand. He's screaming and screeching and belting and whatever. But if you listen to the album in its entirety and you read the lyrics in its entirety, you get a story. You get a horror story through vocals, and it's pretty amazing, And I was very, very excited. I got to make sure I put these things in a safe space, because the funny thing is the wife came in the other day, and I had these up on top of the thing with the King Diamond stuff, and she grabbed it and she's like, what's this? Because I could have got like a digital form of tickets. I'm sick of that. I want a stub. I want them to go in. I want them to rip my stub or whatever, or scan my stub, give me my stub back, and I want to like display my stub. Maybe I already have an autographed King Diamond poster. Maybe I'll put the stubs on the bottom of the King Diamond poster, and that will be like a visual cool thing to put together. Because if you go on King Diamond has his own website. It's a King Diamond Coven. And he had for a while No Presents for Christmas poster that was signed by him. Limited time. They're all sold out or whatever. But as soon as I saw that thing, I grabbed one. I got it in the mail. And I'm like, this would look so cool to display the tickets right underneath the poster. And finally and it's not even like a poster. It's like a lithograph, so it's not a full-size poster. It's not going to take up a lot of space. I could find somewhere in the room to display this thing. But I'm going to see the King. Yeah, there's some people on my bucket list. I own everything by Alice Cooper, and I've yet to see Alice Cooper. I had tickets for Alice Cooper twice already. COVID done messed me up with Alice Cooper, and it just sucks. Okay, the next group that we're gonna go see, we're actually going to see GWAR. Okay, always want to see GWAR. Now when the tickets come in and everything, and I get everything all straightened out with that, there'll be another video on that. But if you've never heard of GWAR before, if you've never seen GWAR, my daughter, I messaged her the other day, and I'm like, listen, I'm gonna go see GWAR, and she's like, what, Dad, what's GWAR? I know you've been listening to it for years, and I do own everything by GWAR and everything by Dave Brockie, who was the lead singer of GWAR. He was Odious. Odious. He was Odious. I've been a fan for a long, long time, but I never wanted to go see the show because I was afraid that something was going to happen, because GWAR shows and King Diamond shows are messed up. The people that are in there are a little, listen, they're crazy like me, but maybe a little bit crazier. They may be a little bit crazy. I don't know. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm willing to take that chance. I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna stand there, and I am going to rock my brains out. And if I don't make it out alive, I don't make it out alive. I'm at a point where I don't care. I don't care, because these are my bucket lists of people I need to go see. I wanted to see Phil Collins, and now Phil Collins is in a chair. He can't even walk anymore. His voice don't even sound like Phil Collins anymore. I never got to see Phil Collins. I'm never gonna get to see Phil Collins, because I don't want to see him like that. Now, the only way that I can see Phil Collins is through my video collection, my CDs, my Blu-rays, and my 4Ks, and all the DVDs, and all that stuff like that. That's the only way I'm ever going to see the Genesis Phil Collins, regular Phil Collins. I don't want to see him sitting in a chair. I am very thankful that I did get to go see Peter Gabriel and the Police not too long ago. It's Peter Gabriel, when I say not too long ago, it's probably about 10 years ago. Peter Gabriel and Sting with some of the members of the Police. And I was very happy that I was able to go see that, because I was me and my daughter were big fans of Peter Gabriel. But Phil Collins now, poor guy, he's like sitting in a chair, and he's trying to sing, and it's sad. It's just sad to watch. So the King's getting up there in age. Let me tell you that right now. The King's getting up there in age, and this might be my last chance to see the King. And if he's getting issues with his throat and voice or whatever it is like that, this might be it. And if my wife didn't understand that, I hope she does now, because we going to see the King. Yes, not Elvis, not Elvis. One day I hope to see Elvis. Okay, one day. Let me make that very clear, because in my heart I think that, you know, when we die, okay, there's gonna be a concert. There's gonna be a concert in heaven, okay, and that concert is gonna consist of this is my dream. If you listen, you comment below what your dream heaven concert is gonna be. But the opening act for my heaven concert is actually, the opener is gonna be Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is gonna open. Okay, he's gonna play like maybe 4 or 5 songs. He's gonna open the heavenly concert with some of his songs. He's gonna do some you know, Purple Haze, and he's gonna end it with the Star Spangled Banner from Woodstock. Okay, and then, or maybe he'll come back at the end and do the Star Spangled Banner. But after he's done performing, know who's gonna come after that is gonna be Elvis. Elvis is gonna come out. He's gonna do like maybe 5 or 6 songs or whatever. Then Michael Jackson is gonna come out for a little bit. He's gonna come out for a little bit. He's gonna do some moonwalking, do some Billie Jean. He's gonna do some Man in the Mirror. He's gonna make me feel all uplifted and good about myself. But the closing act is gonna be Prince. Prince is gonna come out, and he is gonna play every song from the Purple Rain album, and he is going to close with Purple Rain. And as he's closing, the heavens are going to open up, and it's going to start to downpour on Prince as he's doing the Purple Rain guitar solo. He's doing that thing with the white guitar that looks like with the shape and everything. He's going to be playing. And listen, I want front row to that concert. That's the concert I want. Listen, they say there's a heaven. Okay, they say that's what they keep telling me. That concert is playing up there right now, and I want to see it. I want to see it. So, now, granted, now if that's the tour that's going on right now, I don't want to go right now. I gotta go see the King first, okay? But maybe 40 yearish from now, okay? I'll throw 40 out there, only because my age, and I can't see myself going any longer than that. But let's say 40 years from now, if that's the concert that's playing up there, I hope I got front row tickets, okay? Because that I would love to see that show. And you know what? You guys comment below, and I'm talking people that passed away. Don't leave me a comment of I'm not looking for a comment of like the show I will actually no, you can leave what. Okay, here's a couple questions that you can comment below. What like big music superstar would you love to go see that you have not gone to see yet, that you have waited your entire life to see and you have not seen them yet? And then the next question would be, what would your dream concert be if when you pass and there's a dream concert in wherever direction you're going, okay, who would it be? The only reason why I'm saying these people is because I've already seen Ozzy, okay, I've already seen Marilyn Manson, I've already seen Rob Zombie, I've already seen, I'm trying to look around, and I have not seen Led Zeppelin. But I don't know if Led Zeppelin would get back together again. I'm not sure if I don't know if they'd reunite in order. I don't think they're all going to the same place. I'm not sure. I don't want to judge nobody, but I'm not sure exactly if Led Zeppelin's going to have a whole thing. I do know that Elvis did have quite a few gospel albums. Okay, maybe Johnny Cash will be up there too, and he'll do maybe be on one of those side stages. That'd be kind of cool. You know, if he did, you know how it was like a Lollapalooza, and they have the side stages of like just like other random people that is not as big as the ones that are doing on the main stage. Or you go to the main stage, you get to see Elvis, but on the side over here, if you want, you can go see some Johnny Cash or whatever. You can go see some Tina Turner. She's over there on the other stage. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, comment below. What would your dream death concert be? Think about that. Since we're getting all King Diamondish and we're talking like this could be the end after I see this show. What would your death concert be? Your number. Give me the lineup. Give me the lineup from beginning to end of who you would like to see that are no longer with us. Okay, and I just think that would be cool. I mean, as I'm talking, I'm thinking Kurt Cobain. I got Nirvana in my head. Okay, I never did get to see Nirvana live. I did get to see Alice in Chains, so I ain't worried about that one. But yeah, Nirvana just popped up in my head. I'm like, wow, I would have liked to go see Nirvana. I have not seen the Foo Fighters yet. That's another one that's on my little bit of bucket list. That's not a metal bucket list, but I would like to go see the Foo Fighters. The only problem with the Foo Fighters is I'm having a hard time that the drummer has passed. Okay, I had a little bit of a love for Hawkins as the drummer, and now the drummer has passed. I like David Grohl. I love the Foo Fighters music, and I want to go see him. But know what I want them to do? I want Hawkins' son to take his place. I want him to get as good, if not better, than the father, and grow out his hair a little bit more, and get behind that drum kit, and take off his shirt and just sit there in his, underwear or shorts or whatever it is. And I want him to play like Dad. And if he does that, then I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to go run out and buy those tickets right now. I'll get those tickets. But yeah, when the drummer passed, I lost a little something for them. And it has nothing to do with the music. I love the music. I still love the music, but it's just like I'm big on the original group lineup. I cannot stand when bands break up and then they fill in another person with somebody, and like Van Halen used to do all the time. It's like, hey, one day and we're not happy with this guy anymore, so we're gonna get Eddie Van Halen's son to play and bass, and we're gonna throw out the other guy that was the original guy. And no, if I'm gonna go see Van Halen, I'm gonna see David Lee Roth. Okay, I'm gonna go see Eddie Van Halen. I'm gonna go see his brother. I'm gonna see the other guy there. I can't remember his damn name. The bassist. I feel bad now. I feel bad because personally, I think he was a great bassist, and I think that he put on a good show, and he was definitely a part of Van Halen. And then all of a sudden, here comes Wolfgang Van Halen or whatever, and Eddie throws out the other guy. Yeah, nah, and that's the group I want. That's the lineup I want. And I'll tell you right now, I was a little bit of a fan of Sammy Hagar, so I really wouldn't mind a David Lee Roth Sammy Hagar combination. Maybe Dave comes out and does like 3 songs, then he leaves the stage. Sammy comes out, does 3 songs, and then leaves the stage. But once again, we're talking death now. We're back to the death show again, because Eddie Van Halen's now passed away, and without Eddie Van Halen, there's not really a Van Halen. It's just not. It's the group is named after him. Okay, it's Van Halen. With that said, my friends, yes, this was a little bit of a listen, things have been a little crappy lately. Okay, they've been poopy caca lately. Okay, and this was a positive thing that happened in my life. And yes, I did not ask the wife. I went over her head, and I placed that order, because not only were the tickets extremely cheap, so I guess when you're doing a standing room only, and you got that chance of death hovering over your head, they sell the tickets cheap. So I believe both tickets together were like $100 total for 2 tickets. So couldn't even understand why she'd be upset with me about that. And I was able to use PayPal, paying for. So I was able to do $100 paying for, $25 a week for the next 4 weeks or whatever, for bi-weekly, and the tickets are already here. They're already in my possession and not even paid for yet. Isn't that hey, God bless America. Isn't that great? Isn't that just a wonderful thing that we can get stuff right in our hands right away and not even pay people for them yet? Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? You can do that with tickets. Ticketmaster takes PayPal, and Ticketmaster, if you buy something through Ticketmaster, PayPal, you can pay in full. So all of those dream concerts that you want to go see, you can go see. I have seen so many concerts this year, it's been ridiculous. Okay, it seems like every other month we have gone to go see a concert, and my wife's like, "Why are we going to see them?" I'm like, "Because we can." Because we can, because we can pay in for, and we can go see him. And now I can check that off my list of people that I went to go see, because I needed to go see him. And the King needed to be seen. Unfortunately, I'm going to see Gwar without Odious as the lead singer, because Dave has passed away, and that saddens me just a little bit. But Gwar is cool enough with their theatrics that I'm just pumped to see my wife's expression as they shoot like 500 gallons of blood on her, or the guy with the 4 penises is up there, and he's like squirting stuff all over the place. You know what I mean? It's like, I just can't wait. Matter of fact, I invited my daughter. I told my daughter, I said, listen, and she didn't even know. She was like, I don't even know about Gwar. With it, I'm like, listen, Gwar's coming around. Let's go see Gwar. And she's like, well, I like the way that they dress. I think they're kind of cool looking, the way that they look. I'm like, listen, yes, they're really cool. They're fun to watch. I ain't telling her nothing. I'm waiting for us to show. All I warned my wife and daughter about, I said, don't wear anything white. Don't wear nothing white to a Gwar concert, because you're gonna leave there full of blood, and different kinds of different colored stuff. You're gonna get different colored stuff squirted at you, dumped at you. I mean, they chop people's heads off. They squirt the blood from the severed heads, and all kinds of fun. All kinds of fun. But first, we gotta make it through the King. After we make it through the King, yep, we're going right from the King. We're going right to Gwar, and that was another one that tickets. And my wife's like, we're going to see what? And I'm like, Gwar. She's like, Gwar from Empire Records, the one where they bring people on stage and they feed them to these alien monsters and this, that. I'm like, exactly. And she's like, Now, I don't know about that. I don't know. Well, like, you don't need to know about it. You don't listen. Now you know about it, but you didn't need to know it then. But now we get tickets. We got tickets for that too. Listen. We're gonna go see the King, and we're gonna go see Gwar, because that's on my bucket list. Because if you could see what was going on over here on the right hand side, it's literally all King Diamond, all Gwar stuff. Okay. And then I got Motley Crue and Alice Cooper's all over here, and then Aerosmith, which I already seen Aerosmith. I already seen Metallica. Already seen Blink 182. I've already seen Pink Floyd. I've already seen I've already seen Motley Crue. I don't know if I already said that. Roger Waters. I've already seen Roger Waters solo. Green Day. I've already seen. And what I'm looking at over here, the stuff over here, I did not see Tom Petty. I got some Tom Petty over here, and unfortunately, I never saw Tom Petty live, and I never saw Meatloaf live. So yeah, when I go to that heavenly concert in the sky, there better be some Tom Petty and some Meatloaf there, because, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if Meatloaf's gonna be singing "Bad Out of Hell" up there in heaven. I'm not sure. I don't know if you have to. Maybe once you're in heaven. Okay, let me just throw this out there. Maybe once you're in heaven, you buy tickets for hell to go see like Meatloaf and Ozzy and like all of these other like these metalheads that maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's the trip you take. You have to take like a bus or a train or a plane or whatever it is. Or maybe they just beam you right down. Maybe they open a cloud and drop you. And you're like, oh, look at me. I'm right at the show, front row, and I'm watching, I don't know who, Alice Cooper or something. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, I don't know. It's my head. My head just thinks these things sometimes. But anyway, with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, this was a strange one. Yes, I did not produce any physical media. I did produce a physical media picture of some sort, and I'm sure I'm gonna put 101 different pictures of the King over here so you understand what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I cannot put King Diamond clips on here because I will get hit with those damn. I get hit with those damn. What I was gonna say fees. It's not fees. I get hit with What do I get hit with? Strikes, copyright strikes. I get hit with copyright strikes left and right. And so I'm not gonna do it. So if you want to know, you want to familiarize yourself with the King, just look up King Diamond. Look up King Diamond live, or look up King Diamond period, or whatever, just King Diamond, and you're gonna see something you probably never seen before. But if you know what I'm talking about, then we on board. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. Unless I die at the show.
You should have saved me some.